Your jaw hurts. Oh, sorry. Go.
So itchy. How are you today? And today I am gonna do something that I actually did last month, and I'm going to do June favorites. Yay! It's not gonna be as many as May and early June favorites, since as much as I would like to use a bunch of products every month, like a different set of products, I'm a plebeian and I can't do that. And I'm really a quality over quantity kind of person, but I do have like a few new favorites. Like out of all the stuff that I have, sometimes I rediscover things, or things resurface, so I get to use them again. However, I'm not gonna do just beauty products, because if I do that, then I'm gonna run out of favorites really quick, and I don't use all my stuff all the time. So I have a few lippies for you guys, but I think I'd like to start with the favorites that I have on, just to get that over with. So first, I have these beautiful dangling earrings. What they're called? Tassel earrings. They're from Vietnam, if I remember right. My best friends got these for me. They went on a Southeast Asian vacation. I couldn't go with them, but they got me these beautiful souvenirs, and I've been wearing them ever since. Like, I've been trying to coordinate my clothes to wear these all the time. These are actually my first earrings that aren't the earrings that they used to pierce my ears, because I just got my ears pierced late last year. So these are the first pair of earrings that I have, aside from those earrings that they used to pierce my ears. Secondly, I have on my lips my new favorite combination of lippies. So I have here, they're both ColourPop and they're both very worn out. You can't even see the silver thing here anymore. This is an ultra matte in midi. I've actually shown this in my ColourPop haul, and this one I didn't get to show this in my ColourPop haul because this came in my second order. This is an ultra glossy lip in tight fit. Can I just show you guys how beautiful these are swatched? Ooh, I have swatches on my hands because I did my face. And usually I swatch my eyeshadows before putting them on. Actually, I'll just put them on the back of my hand then. So what I usually do, because this is a beautiful nude. Midi is a beautiful nude. See that right there? And I usually wait for that to dry. And then once that's dry, I top it off with this. This is beautiful because, do you see that? Okay, I'm using a super low quality camera. It's just my iPhone. But let's pretend I'm using an SLR or like a really good camera, and you can see the little golden flecks in that beautiful, what do you call that? Peachy? Beautiful peach gloss. You can't see it, but let's pretend you can. When you put that on top of midi, it looks like this, and it's beautiful. I've been wearing it ever since because I love my nudes. Nudes are beautiful. That sounded wrong. In what context? Okay, wait. Another nude lippy that I have been enjoying so much this month is the Revlon Color Stay Ultimate. It's Revlon Color Stay Ultimate Liquid Lipstick over here. Let's see if you can read that. I hope you can. It is in the shade Nude. What a surprise. I like this when I really want to go for my lips but better. This is my LBB. Because my lips are a bit pinker than usual, pigmented. I would say, like what I'm wearing right now, it kind of washes out my lips a bit. But when I wear this, and I put a very thin layer and I blend it out with my finger, it looks beautiful. Like, this is my LBB. This, the Revlon. Ooh, it's slipping. I actually have only one beauty product left, and then we're going to be talking about different things. This is my ever trusty moisturizer. I have asthma of the skin, which means my skin is sensitive AF. Like, super sensitive. And you know how moisturizers are hella expensive? Like, most of them are like 700 pesos, 900. The good ones I see with good reviews online are like 1,000 pesos and stuff like that. So my dermatologist told me I needed a moisturizer, that I was getting pimples because my skin was overly dry and my skin was overcompensating with oil, and that oil started building up in pores and bacteria built up as well, and then so pimples, right? So she said that I needed to hydrate, and I was like, oh, moisturizers, those are like gross, right? They feel like lotion and they feel all sticky and stuff like that. So I was like, I am gonna buy the first cheap water-based moisturizer I find and see how that goes. And I found this, my lifesaver. Ever since then, my skin has cleared up, my skin asthma has gone away, since it's usually dryness that causes my skin asthma. And ever since then, my face has been pretty clear, aside from, you know, once a month. You girls know what I mean. I know we're talking about June favorites, but I mean, where else am I gonna put my all-time favorites? Also, I've been using this a lot more in June. This is Pink Fresh and Clean Victoria's Secret, and it smells amazing. It smells fresh and clean. Like, I wouldn't say it's a super girly or floral scent. I'd say it could be pretty unisex. Like, I don't even know how to describe that. Plus, it has glitter, so the smell doesn't go away right away. You know how that happens with girls' perfume, especially Victoria's Secret? You spritz it on and you smell good for like 5 minutes and then it evaporates into thin air and like, you don't smell good anymore. That's not the case with this one, because I find that perfumes with glitters usually last longer. Like, the smell lasts longer because maybe the fragrance sticks to the glitter, and because the glitter is stuck in your skin, it has no choice but to stay there. So I love glitter scents, and this one smells amazing. It's perfect for the summer, which I usually pull it out for the summer. And as you can tell, the bottle is yellowing. Unfortunately, because I've had it for so long, unfortunately, you can't exactly find this specific one in the Philippines. Although there are pink perfumes here in the Philippines, this specific scent, you can't find it here. So, I mean, it's $18 in the US, and it's worth it. Worth it. I am done actually talking about beauty products, and the next things I have in line aren't exactly beauty products. Well, the first thing I have, I don't even know how to categorize them. The first thing I have is a drink. I am very picky with my drinks because I'm not a fan of water. I mean, I've been a good girl. I've been drinking my 8 glasses of water a day, but if I could pick, I would always have juice, especially lemonade and Four Seasons. Those are my favorites. And, well, most recently, Hawaiian Punch. This is, I don't know, what is it? It's actually named Hawaiian Punch. Fruity, juicy, red. And it's like in a can, so you'd expect it to be carbonated, but it's not. Sometimes you get Hawaiian Punch and then you kind of feel like, ooh, it's gonna be too sweet, and then the sugar just hits you and you're like, oh, you get even more thirsty than before drinking it. But this one, it's very light, and with a glass of ice, it just tastes amazing. Like, it just tastes like Hawaiian Punch flavored water, but like not like flavored water. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to say that it's very light flavored, so it's not that sweet. It's good for people who need a little more flavor than just water. Next, now one of my favorite things to do in this world is read, and I am obsessed with anything that Rick Riordan puts out, and his latest book is part of my June favorites. It's called The Trials of Apollo, The Dark Prophecy, and this particular book follows the Hidden Oracle. So it's part of a series about Apollo. The gist of it is that Apollo has been struck down to mortality by Zeus, and he needs to accomplish certain tasks. He has to fulfill a certain prophecy before he can be reinstated to immortality. And I love it. I love it especially because my favorite Greek god is Apollo. He's the god of music, the god of poetry, the god of medicine, the god of the sun, and you know, like the god of most things that are expressive and optimistic. So I love him, and I love Greek mythology, and I think that you guys really enjoy this because Rick writes in a very relatable way, in a very animated way, so his books are never boring and they're very informative. Like, I know most of my Greek mythology not because of the Iliad or the Odyssey, but because of Rick Riordan's books. And he does his research because I cross-checked this with several sources because I love Greek mythology and they're pretty legit. I suggest that you guys pick this up. Actually, no. If you haven't gotten into any of Rick's books, pick Percy Jackson up. You gotta start there. And then search how he wrote them chronologically and get those books the way that he wrote them because they're connected to one another and it's just easier for you to understand the different dimensions of mythology by reading those books chronologically. So yeah. The next favorite thing I want to tell you guys about that I've been obsessing with this month. I can't actually show it to you guys because I would need my phone for that and I'm using my phone to record this. They're apps and I'm sure one of them you guys are very familiar with. This app is called Episode. I just graduated university. I'm not really doing much with my life. I'm trying to get a job, VTRs, auditions here and there. But most of the time, I'm just at home and I need to live my life vicariously through different characters. So instead of reading, which I love doing, and watching movies, I've been playing Episode a lot and it's been pretty good. However, I want to talk to you about another app that's just like Episode, but it's, I don't know, for me it's a lot better. It's called Choices, and the quality is just so much better. Shout out to Lachelle for introducing me to Choices. So the storyline is well thought of, and then the, what do you call that? The design, I'm losing my words. I know this word. The illustration, the quality of the drawings, it looks better. The design is better. They don't have any grammatical errors. It's like they really thought it through. The plots, my god, the way they thicken, the way that they just catch you off guard, it's crazy. Choices is so good. You guys should like download that. And when you do, I suggest that you guys start with The Crown and the Flame. That's actually the third story that I've done in Choices, but it's so good. If you guys are like fans of like fantasy and mystical stuff and the medieval ages and being both a princess and a fire bender. He's not a fire, but you know what I mean. He has control over fire. Sorry. Avatar fan too over here. If you're into that stuff, amazing. You guys should totally play Episode and Choices. Play Episode 2, that's fun. Play Choices and you should play the Crown. I don't even know the name. The Crown and the Flame, I think. I'm messing this up. Obviously, this isn't an ad because if it were, this would be a lot. I would be selling it a lot better. But I'm just it's fun. You should play it. As I mentioned, I haven't been doing anything with my life except bumming. Another thing I've been getting into is watching TV series. And this time, my aunt is the one who introduced me and my mom to this series called Designated Survivor. I'm gonna tell you guys that I hate politics. I hate politics. Series about them and movies about like the White House and things like that, they don't really interest me. I had to watch an entire 2 seasons of House of Cards for my political science class finals, and I did not enjoy that. That was torture. But Designated Survivor is so good. The general plot is that in the US, when there's a, what do you call that, State of the Nation address, is that what they call that there too? They choose one politician to sit out of it in a very, very far and secured place, just in case a terrorist attack or something goes wrong and everyone in the capital dies. That's what happened, and it just so happens that the Designated Survivor was the lowest ranking official in the cabinet, and now he has to become president and lead, you know, America. And it's so interesting. Like, it doesn't present politics the usual way that media does, like in the boring, twisted sense. I mean, of course, there's the twisted back channeling happening there, and all the dirty games that politics play, but then that politicians play, but it has a charm that is different. I think that you guys should totally check that out. That's all for my June favorites. I'm gonna try new stuff for July. Hopefully I could find more favorites. I mean, it's good to love stuff, right? So I hope that you guys will have a wonderful month ahead, and please give this video a big thumbs up because I super enjoyed making this for you guys. And subscribe down there. Subscribe down below and give me a huge thumbs up and leave a comment if you want me to try anything new. I'll try it out. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!